Hi guys, and welcome to this Stalker of the Week, which is a very, very special one. It's actually a keynote. It's clear communication. Clear communication. If you are new here and you do not know what Stalker of the Week is, it's a collective reading I do on an energy that kept popping up in the weekly readings, which is the tea of the week. And I had my keynotes with me this week, and the clear communication kept popping up, and we're making it the Stalker. It also showed up a lot with reconciliation, which also showed up with the tarot. Reconciliation, clear communication. I don't know, guys. We're diving into it, right? We're diving into it to see what we get on message here. As always, take what resonates with you, leave behind the rest. Never ever force it to fit if it doesn't, all right? And if you are new here, prepare to be patient with me. These readings tend to go long because they do. And we're starting with pulling some oracles to give the context to me, because I will need that in these readings because they are complex. Then we have tarot, and I have my archetype back because it felt right. So let's start by pulling some contexts. Hold on. I had wanted not to use the wisdom of the oracle, but apparently here it is. And then we're pulling some moonology and all of that. I'm just going to pull the context here, right? You can just skip forward if you are not interested in getting the context. Could, of course, do this prior going into the readings, but no. What do we have? Show me the context for this. Show me the context here. The yin. The yin and orphaned. That's the feminine energy. And orphaned. That is going to be very, 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 very interesting. It's not much to say. It gives me the root of saying we're dealing with feminine energy. Let's see what we're dealing with, how this interprets the yin. Well, the feminine energy of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move and gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. Conscious allowing? What the fuck is that? Alright, this is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully accept await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you. Alright, I get it. We're in that feminine. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Or love it when it contradicts it. Let others talk. Let others talk. Let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. You know what? Let me tell you what this is. This is... it is really also like the Queen of Swords energy, all feminine energy, just being receptive, being observant. It's a good energy, and I also... my God. You know what? It's just because I see here we have the 5, which is orphaned, and the 5 of Pentacles also showed up a lot in the readings. And then we have 4 underneath higher power. Of just why do I count fucking numbers again? All right, but it's that energy there about feeling left out. But that is the hidden energy. The energy that's on the table is actually really balanced. It's about just allowing. It's about being in the flow. Here we have underneath a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. It is this wanting to have connections, being in need of connection, chasing. That's how chasers are born. It's the chase for belonging, right? We will see how it ties up with clear communication in a minute, but it is that about wanting to belong, feeling like an outsider. Feeling like an outsider can make someone do drastic things, radical things. It's actually, oh my God, this is so powerful dynamic. I'm not going to go into all of the philosophical because I'm being thrown into a philosophical debate right now, also in terms of receptivity, meaning that it's about basically being a witness to change. It's about seeing how things are aligning, the points here are kind of relating to each other, and you're starting to see patterns of a massive change. And it's almost like where the power balance is tilted. It's what we could call having had enough. It's enough. The cup is full, the last drop is in. Where those who have been out for too long, is basically how power shifts happen, is that when a group of orphans, of those that are on the outside, the opposition, so to say, becomes big enough to turn over, right? It's not about revolution or anything, not about that. It's basically just about having had enough, right? Then what happens, it can turn nasty, or it can turn, well, I'm not going to go there, but it can also turn, basically saying stop. That's what we have underneath here, right? Higher power, we have loyal heart. The loyal heart is basically that of being taken for granted by the people. They just take you for granted. They take you for granted, and at some point, when you have been abandoned enough, when you've been in that philosophical energy you got there about, where the balance, the shift comes in, the revolutionary heart, so to say, because the loyal heart you have here turns a little not there, here, the loyal heart turns revolutionary. What do I mean by that? I mean it starts realizing that it's had enough of being, it's just, my loyalty is not something you can just, I give it to you once and then you just piss on it. You kind of, you gotta nurture it, right? That's what we get here with the receptivity, is basically just no longer just giving and giving. It's basically there, the Empress there sitting saying, I'm seeing the patterns here. I'm seeing it for what it is. All right, let's pull out some more here. We're starting here. We will probably start when we're 15 minutes in or something like that. But I always pull these out to begin with. So what do we have here for this? The energy is gaining momentum, and we have look at the bigger picture underneath. You see all of this pink? Huh? You see? I like it. I like pink. I should probably wear my pink dress. I should. I bought a screaming pink dress just before COVID, and then I don't know. It's actually this pink. Anyway, wow, this is beautiful. This is purple. I like pink. All right. Is this it? All right. Okay, I will stop. It's just. This is also pink. This is dark. All right, forget it. Oh my God. Dang it. The energy is gaining momentum. Straightforward there. I just want to read it anyway. Not one of these. Waxing moon. Thank God it didn't take long. During this waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. The card is a positive omen indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building too. Where do you go, and where do you want to go? And do you believe you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make a courageous commitment and take some more practical steps towards your goal. Whatever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. All right. Anyway, I know I'm headed in the right track. The situation is full of potential. Your dream can come true. More effort is required. This is again this paradox, right? It's the paradox the feminine energy runs into. And I talk about energy here. It's this pure potential. Think of it as the Seven of Cups. Pure potential. Because when you go into the Seven of... Oh my God. Look at it. It's like purple and pink here. Right, you go into the pure potential where you start looking at the bigger picture here, right? We do have full moon here, which is like it's the ending. This cycle here is ending. You're starting to look at what needs to be learned here, because guess what? There's a level of prosperity, but there's also some hard work. And what's waiting for you next up is something where you will need to work through some fears as well, right? The energy here is gaining momentum. It's so much, you know that when a rocket is going up, it's like 3, 2, 1, poof. We're just in these, what we are basically in the countdown, which is good. It's actually also new, by the way. Let's pull some soul lesson. Show me a soul lesson. And we're gonna throw into the tarot. That was too many. That was surrender. I need to release. Oh, I know I can release control or something like that. We have blame and balance. I accept responsibility for my own well-being. 3, 2, 1, go. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And that comes from looking at the bigger picture. And it comes from being abandoned. It's almost like a higher power here is saying, mate, higher power here saying, mate, it's time to release the negativity and to forgive what needs to be forgiven. That loyal heart of yours has a new beginning with more prosperity. Focus on your career, but no, focus on your own stability here. With empathy, right? I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. You are changing, your hard work is paying off, and you're moving towards freedom. You are blessed because you're working through your fears and you're being grateful for whatever happened. And in doing so, you mend. Conclusions are within reach, and you come to learn that endings are merely just new beginnings. Let's get back to where we were. Let's put this back here because I don't know that. That goes there, there, there. All right. So blame. I like this. Clear communication, blame. All right. I wouldn't. All right, I get this energy. I'm still gonna pull the last one because it's so interesting. But I already get it. I get this energy. I love it. But if I know you guys well enough, you're gonna twist on me when I start getting these other ones out. Because when I pull out the tarot and the archetypes, oh my god. Let's see. We have time machine. Sacred reverence underneath here. It's also that about being able to distinguish between oneself. The balance comes in your life when it is that you, as I have been over so many times, it's like finally the lesson is learned. When you look at the bigger picture and you set that clear boundary between yourself and the world around you and another person, so you don't merge together, you don't become one to the extent that it's a symbiotic relationship with your love interest, because that is not healthy, guys. Two people come together as one, not two looking to become whole. I don't know. When two becomes one, yeah, but then you know what? It's kind of shitty when it then ends. Time machine. It's not because there's this weird, not weird. There's this, either people they become way too merged together, and then in their fear of not merging, they just avoid it altogether. That's kind of not. Then they consider themselves to be healed. I'm not dealing with love whatsoever. I'm healed. It's not kind of healed. It's just avoiding. Right? Those are the runners. Because, oh my god, believe it would happen again. But I feel as though that's what I may be talking into. Time machine, inherited patterns, conditionings and lessons already learned, and having cellular memory. I think talking about the feminine energy being the body memories being stored in body memory, meaning we do things subconsciously. The high priestess, blah blah. We rely on stories we inherit from our ancestors, our families, our culture, and the world around us to construct a map of our reality. We develop new stories. When we develop new stories, we build upon these foundations. Then we can try and repair them, or we can tear them down and begin again. The best and most powerful traits and experiences of your ancestors are yours to integrate into your life. You don't have to revisit their hardships to rectify their mistakes. Blah, 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 blah. Ask yourself, in this situation, what can I learn from those who came before me? What traits can I emulate in order to move through this challenge with wisdom? How can I build on what I already know and integrate this understanding? What might I do differently? Sometimes you walk blindly into traps set in the past. Perhaps you couldn't see that you were repeating a pattern until you were well in it. Yes, that happens quite a lot. I do it all the time. I've just gotten quicker at stopping myself. Still happens. I want to say I do it all the time. No, I just still do it. We still do it. But the challenge is not to go into any kind of self-negative trash talk, right? And blaming. But I'm not really getting people are there here right now. We get clear communication. I actually having this energy being target something outside of you. It's actually starting to realize having made too many bad excuses for someone. It's like, this is it. All right, let's start. Let's get into it. We are 15 minutes. Did I not say 15 minutes? All right. How is this playing out in your life? There we have the friend and someone keeping options, treating you as a friend, not really seeing your worth there. It plays out with the 2 of cups. Okay, so forget it. All right, I did shuffle. No, forget it. No. It's just, oh, I was just a bit, oh my God, are we going to go into this again? No, it's a soulmate. How do I know that? I don't know. Let's pull an underlying energy here. Is 2 people coming together as one? No, I will tell you what it's about. Because it's the 2 of cups, it's not the lovers, so it's more healthy. And then we have the mentor. And we have gnosis, meaning we have inner knowledge, and we have the mentor being a relationship, being a teacher, basically. Whoa, shit, do you see this? Here we have the reconciliation energy. Something here is not done, but it's being called out into the light to have it done. But because a chapter here is not fully done. With the 2 of cups, why I said that it's better than the, or here in this case, than the lovers, is because the lovers would be the merging. In the 2 of cups, we have 2 separate dogs. They see themselves as individuals and they come together as 2, forming a union, but not merging together. That's how it plays out in your life. It's in regards to another person, as I said. And you're manifesting this. You're manifesting, I don't know, a final decision, but something here is running around in circles. I feel as though you still have that leftover and energy of the past. Even though you don't, some of you, yeah, do, but it's, we do have the world here in reverse. That is, again, the energy I said about not being taken for granted. Meaning I don't really get that you are, oh my God, they need to come back. If you are, well, then that's it. You would not like me what I was about to say there. I want to say that's your problem. I'm so sorry. But, sorry. But mostly what I get is also what I get of energies from it. Is actually I pick up on people that are like, I'm tired of being taken for granted. But at least you recognize it. You being receptive here. You being more receiving. You're like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not your service animal. Now something's going on. All right. And it's inner knowing here. Here we have the mother. It's actually also in this inner knowing, this strong feminine energy of there being so much love, so much care. It is actually the mother energy here, saying, I'm done mothering you. I'm done. It's a mother who knows how to let go, but you have this creativity within you. You want to nurture, you want to give. There is also passion here, alright? There is a level of passion here. And there is actually this strong feminine energy of being capable of being in the nothingness. Being in the pure potential, in the empty room where it is that you're just there. You are in the position of being. Right? I think it's metaphysics, we call that. We have being and doing. These, what's it called? Dicto something, I can't remember in English. But they are two, they stand in contrast, right? They work together, but they are in contrast. But they won't go whatever. You have masculine being doing. Straightforward, doing. It's the logic, it's the structure, it's the order, and the feminine in the being. Just bloody being in the flow. Just being. Quiet. It can be very scary for some people, especially if they are they're performance driven. And they also need, the thing about the performance driven people is that they need to be entertained the entire fucking time. With the yin and the feminine energy, they are not like that. Or people who are in that energy are not like that. But they can be if they feel pressured into having to entertain idiots. Not idiots, they have to entertain this me all the time. It's like, I'm done. I'm not your service. I'm done. So, but we have it here playing out with two people, right? So clear communication, talking with each other. Right, what happened in the past here? Sun. Things came out into the light, but we also have Three of Swords here, right? So there's a heartbreak. And this could be a friend of yours. But, you know, because it's almost like you were just done. It's almost like communication finally going into calmer waters, but you went back into the battle. I don't, it could be, of course, be a family here, but it's almost like, yeah, then the higher power, your higher knowing, it's... You looked around and you... Oh, God, it's just, yeah, because also with the Queen of Swords here, it's like, I'm done. I keep getting these swords energy, so much thinking, but it's almost like being in the... in mindsets where, or in situations where you would probably hear Taurus say, time to get out of the fear, But what I see here, and also sense, is far more of a mastery of that, of recognizing it and saying, yes, I don't tell me not to stop be afraid. I'm in the situation, I recognize it for what it is. Now I'm tired. So don't talk down to me, but I do see happiness here. Right? And I do actually, by the way, also seeing being witness to death. How terrible that is. I don't want to talk, because that I don't want to go into. I would actually... But it's having to come into an understanding here about how fragile life is. With the Three of Swords here. You may witness a friend or something. But I don't want to go there, guys. So, let's see here. What's your reality now? You're holding on to yourself, as I said. If there have been any forms of breadcrumbing, I really get as though you're like, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. You're just doing what you need to do in order to get things to just stay status quo. It's not because you're doing anything. It's not because you're leaving or anything, but you're not giving anymore. You're keeping things sustained. You're keeping it blah blah blah, boom, right? Equilibrium, blah blah blah. You give, especially if you have given a promise to do something here. You're doing it, but not to the extent where it is that you are repeating the old patterns of killing yourself in the process, or you're giving too much of yourself. So, yeah, not seeing fantasies either. It's basically being very straightforward. This clear communication. Show me clear communication. It comes with the Ten of Wands in the reverse. It's basically opening up, being vulnerable to a pentacle. Regarding why something here is not being prioritized anymore. High Priestess. And we have Emperor down here. I just saw this one as being Emperor as to what's in your mind. It's holding back your resources here. Something's not coming with you. It's almost like it's almost like you make the decision of saying, you know what, I may be here right now, or I may be in this situation right now, but you know what? Yeah, if something better comes along, that's it. It may be that you're dating someone and you know they're an idiot, and it's that they come back and they want to make amends and all of that, and you're like, you know what, I'm actually kind of bored, so fine, but I don't trust you, I don't plan on staying with you. Clear communication here is about opening up. Stop being so bloody closed up here. It has not been prioritized before to be vulnerable. There may have been trust issues, and there are probably trust issues. Prayer. I get this being the typical. It's such an energy that's it's honestly, I can always pick up on. It's like, we've been here so many times. I'm tired of hearing of it. What I get, like, I'm done. I heard it a million times. How many times can we go over the same thing? And I like this as a reader, because I agree with this. There have been times where, like, how many times can we go over the same thing? We're starting something new here, right? We're going over to this Two of Cups here. I feel as though there's something new that's brand new. Clear communication has a lot to do with this prayer. Is that someone here that's just expecting something here? They want quick results, right? They want quick results. And is there any unconditional love? Yes, it is still here, right? But it's walking on a very thin line here. It's because someone may need to go into their heart here, which they have left a little unseen, because I get misunderstandings are taking place, which is why we have this high priestess in reverse with the clear communication. Is that things are not being spoken, truths are not being spoken. Your truth may not, or you may not have, you may have neglected speaking your truth for quite some time, or you may now find yourself in a situation where, you know what, do you know that when you get tired of having spoken your truth so many times and you're like, I've seen what happened. I always applaud people for speaking their truth, but there also comes times, I cannot believe I'm going to say this, where if you've spoken your truth and it just got thrown back, mirrored back to you and deflected and all that, and you tried again, it got deflected, why waste your time? Sit back, wait, see what's going on, and then leave. That's what I get here. It's like, all right, you know what? That's also the chasing energy here. The chasing, stopping, chasing, stop. So, why chase? Why even bother? There's a difference between chasing and then going for what it is that you want. That thing about knocking down, you know, when the door closes, then you just bulldoze it through. No. You stay true, you stay authentic to yourself and see if it's meant to you, the door will open. But it's not a personal opinion here. It's not about just sitting there going, how the cliche, it will open up for me. It's about living your life. But here is one of the possibly not trusting. This blaming here, right? Blaming the well-being, placing it outside oneself, distrusting, wanting quick solutions, looking everywhere else but inside to find the quick solutions, and then forgetting to prioritize, making, you know, it's a bad investment basically. Yeah, I see harsh word being spoken, possibly jealousy. I see a difference in pace, right? But let's go back here to, but I see communication, clear communication about this. That's what's taking up here. It's like if someone here has been keeping your truth silent for a long time, such as I'm done being neglected. I'm done. I don't want to work also with these short-term goals. And what do I mean by that is someone here coming in and out of your life, and you ask where we're going, and they're like, I don't know. I just want to go with the flow. I just want to go with the flow. And you're like, you know what? I have dreams. I have long-term dreams. I know where I want to go. It may be very cute when you are 19 and all of that, but let's say that you are then 25 and you have a dream of becoming, I don't know, you want a family before 30, and that's your dream. That's your dream. That's fine. And then you have this go with the flow and they start, oh my, you're just so settled or whatever. Probably maybe just a bad match, all right? But let's see here. I feel as though this is past energy. Show me this Two of Cups. Let's go into the good things. Show me, there's a teacher here. What do we have? Three of Swords and then the Ace of Pentacle. I feel as though there's someone here that doesn't want to let go. I see a heartbreak, but I see it coming with a new beginning. That's what I get. The energy is gaining momentum here and clear communication. It is one of those situations, again, where someone may, if they want to have reconciliation, someone here is walking away. They have invested a lot of themselves into a situation, but in doing so, investing themselves emotionally into something, they also invested themselves mentally into it. And they are, by walking away emotionally, they are also disconnecting mentally, because it's not part of their path. It's done with being tired here. It's slaved to it. They want to be happy. I feel as though this is you. So even though we do have this partnership with two people see eye to eye, why is there this Three of Swords? It's because someone here is afraid. They don't like, they are afraid of being tied down. They want their freedom. And then they constantly manifest communication. Maybe they don't know what they want, where they want to be. They are afraid. They are literally afraid, and they continuously break the heart of someone else here. The problem is self-sabotaging behaviors, because they're losing the other person here. I feel as though you have walked away. Yeah, you may have found it difficult to let fully go. You may physically have moved away. You may emotionally still be tied to the situation here. But it is becoming clear to you what really matters in life here. So let's see, what can you control and what can't you control. Let's do this quick. What can you control in this situation? The red flags, right? Not letting someone here get into your mind. The competition, returning back to the hellhole, basically. It's like the same energy. It's like a new beginning. We do have this soulmate here, but it's about spotting the red flags. Someone can say, oh, we met in wrong timing. Maybe it was the right time for it to be rejected. Or at least said, you know what, it's not happening like this. What can't you control? You can't control the mother issues of someone else. If someone here has mother issues, it's there to solve. Done. What do I mean by mother issue? I have no idea. They have learned self-helplessness or whatever. They have their own path. They didn't really become that independent, basically. They didn't really grow to become independent. And they're boring. They're used to being serviced the entire time. So when you stop giving and like, oh my God, where are my breads? I used to give you breadcrumb and you give me, I don't know, what do they get in return for breadcrumbs? I don't know, fed? I don't know what you give them in return. But the moment you see a breadcrumb being thrown out at it and you're like, you know what, that is going straight to delete. That's a waste of my time. And then they come, but you used to be satisfied with it. It's like, well, you know what? Something must have happened here. We have here Starborn in reverse. This is not part of the path here. You cannot, yeah, it's like trying to force something here to be in this path when it's clearly not. It's basically being derailed. It's also not your responsibility that someone else got derailed somewhere. Again, I get their mother issue. It's there. If they're not working with you on it, if they're excluding you and placing you on the side and on back here and saying, you're not welcome, I will be vulnerable with you when I feel like it, and you're a team, it's not a team. What you can control is your own journey and not running away. Right? Of not running away from your own path here to go save someone else. I do feel as though you're seeing things clearly. I'm still curious about this partnership here. For some of you, it's because you met someone new, right? You met someone new, be it a friend or whatever, but you met someone new. And this is just not coming with you. Whoopsie. Show me the other person on this equation here for that one. Oh, yeah, they are new. They are coming quickly. Very quick. And you're not ready. Holy shit, are you not ready? Oh, but then again, some of you it's not a new person. For some of you it's the same old breadcrumbs and you're building something up on a false foundation. You are actually spending time, literally being physically in the presence of someone here who takes advantage. And doing so, but you know what, again, look into this energy is gaining momentum. Show me the energy is gaining momentum. Yeah, that's learning. That's becoming skilled. You're basically learning what you need to learn right now in order to close out this cycle. Because there are these trust issues of probably too much subjective reasoning. Now, for some of you, where you are actually coming out of this, there may actually be a new partnership coming your path. You will be a bit further ahead then, right? Because there is, as I said, this energy is gaining momentum. There is a situation here where there could be this strong soulmate bond coming in, and you're pushing it away. Because, as I said, you may not want to participate in this again. Yeah, you're saying no to that. You're saying no. You don't. Yeah, you're basically the one pissing. You see, I see 2 dogs here pissing. There are 2 dogs pissing. It's by the way, the masculine energy. You can be in a strong masculine energy and say, I am. You're pushing it away, saying this is it. You can be a woman and be in it, but you're still, you know what, I'm not participating in it. Why are you doing it? Because you're not happy in it. You see, but that would be because you're seeing things clearly. You may see this person here coming your way that has this energy about them, where they're not reliable here. And you immediately look at the bigger picture here, and you see the differences that are there. It may also be that the other person here is merging too much with you. It's like you're supposed to, I don't know, there's something uncomfortable with it. Yeah, for some of you, especially the masculine here, where someone here is wounded. And they have been wounded, and then they see you. Especially if this, yeah, I really, sorry, I gotta say it, is someone here having typically a woman, could also be a man, right? I have seen it with men. Gender does not matter. It's just another person coming out of a relationship. They're wounded. They're very emotionally fragile, and they kind of merge into a new relationship, and it's very like, personally, I would say it's a little, it's a rebound. But it's also like you become a tool of, what do you call what children have, what they sit on, they nip on. It's like, it's like a comfort or something like, I mean, no comfort. Because it feels as though individuality is not being respected there. But let's see. But again, we have this time machine, so this could be that energy there, right? It's basically also coming, again, to terms of what do you want long term. So, most likely outcome here. What is that? Something is not coming with you. And that is seeing fantasies regarding a friend. You're shining light into something here. There may be someone here where, honestly, I keep getting this, that you're closing out a chapter, but you're coming to the understanding that's a particular friend that's not going to come with you. Not as the situation is right now. It's just not there, right? There's an empty space there. It's far, there's too much betrayal probably. But then again, when it comes to balance here, it's not about casting harsh critique. It's about looking at the bigger picture. You're just about to close this out. It's about setting up boundaries. It's about rewriting the story here. And seeing it as a part of your creation. It's part of you coming into contact with an understanding of who you are, of you learning how to listen better to yourself and your emotions, looking into yourself and seeing more potential in yourself, listening to your bodies, and it comes through this. It's almost like a connection that has been a teacher. Some of you may have at one point felt as though, oh my God, this is my twin. And you come into the understanding it was a strong soulmate relationship because it taught you something about yourself. But the energy here is gaining momentum in that. I feel as though it's broken here. And I get, again, there's some of you are meeting a new one, right? To begin with here, this person may show up with a similar energy. That would then probably result in you pushing it away. And maybe it's because this person then should probably learn a lesson here, which is that they cannot treat you like that. They may have been capable of treating other people in a particular way where they are in and out and in and out. Even if they show up as very honest, they don't show up as deceptive, right? But they do show up as, this is how they roll. You see eye to eye on that, but it's also in a way where it's you have this understanding that it's not up for you to mother that. I mean, it's just, maybe they got used to being serviced like that. But then again, maybe you also have it within you to service. And that's what I get here. In the past, you saw something, you were witness to something here. You come to a bigger appreciation. And you see things clearly. So even though it's basically like breaking up with someone that you really like. Because you have this understanding that, you know what, we're not going the same place. We're not going the same place. That's what I get here. And this clear communication. It's because, why is it that you clear communication there? It's because it's clear where you want to go. You don't want someone else to make the decision for you, so you're making it straight to begin with. You're saying, this is what I can do, this is what I can't do. You're being very, very straightforward. For some of you, I really get this reconciliation. You're reconciling with your own past. You're accepting things for what they are. You're knowing your limits. You're just being in the moment. You're not trying to rush anything. But you're very clear where it is that you don't want to participate anymore. You're looking at the bigger picture. You're setting up. You're saying, I trust something here, Becca. I'm needing balance. I'm forgiving. I'm letting go. And that is what I have for you guys. I will see you next time. Ciao.